Hello, sports fans, and welcome to yet another edition of our Olympics chat. Today is day 7 of the Olympics, and to be just repetitive, it's just another day of action and another amazing day. I was a day ahead of myself yesterday when I said that athletics started today, but they only start tomorrow with the women's 100-meter qualifiers. Well, actually, they're all qualifiers. Besides for the 10,000-meter final, which is at the end of the day, we've got the women 100 meters with the high jump, men's high jump, men's steeplechase, men's discus, women's 800 meters, men's 400-meter hurdles, men's 5,000 meters, women's triple jump, women's shot put, and the 4x400 mixed relay. So as I said, the only event that's actually going to be a final tomorrow is the 10,000 meters, which should be a cracker. And this is the first time without Mo Farah in a couple of years. Sorry, Mo Salah doesn't run it. Mo Farah for quite a few years. So I don't think there'll be another Team GB person that'll take that one, but let's see who's going to be up for grabs for that one. The reason why I'm talking about athletics so early is that next week, Thursday, from 6 to 7 p.m. Central African time, and from 5 to 6 p.m. British Standard Time, we'll have a journalist that has been at the Olympics as a journalist, as well as the All African Games and the World Championships. He's passionate about athletics, and he's an accomplished marathon runner in his own right. His name is Musibodi Whitehead, and he'll be talking about all things, mainly Olympics-wise, around athletics. Well, he'll be talking about Olympics-wise, but mainly about athletics. Anyway, I'll add a link below once I've actually finished creating the registration page if you want to actually ask questions. So you need to register if you want to ask questions. If you just want to listen on and listen to see what he has to say, you can follow our YouTube channel. So click the like button and follow and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Okay, so this is the last medal of the day that came out today, which is actually the event that it's the first event that I'll discuss today. Just because it comes in alphabetical order, is artistic gymnastics. Without Simone Biles today, the event was up for grabs. We'd love to have watched her compete, but she had to pull out of the competition due to mental health issues. And after the Olympics, I'll be doing courses in mental health issues because it's a huge thing. Mental health is a huge thing with athletes, with people in general. Now with coronavirus, a lot of us have been struggling, or a lot of people have been struggling from mental health issues. And how do you deal with it? How do you get over it? And in the workplace, what do you do to get over mental health issues and assist people that have got mental health issues? And of course, in sport, with the amount of pressure and tension that all these athletes go through, it's a huge, huge, huge problem with mental health. But anyway, back to the events. Sunisa Lee from the USA won gold today in a spectacular display on all apparatus. She struggled a little bit in the vault, but did very well in the uneven bars, the floor, and the balance beam. Saying that she struggled was not actually correct, since she got the fourth best score of the day. But silver medalist Rebecca Andrade and bronze medalist Angelina Melnikova both did much better than her, especially Rebecca. She scored 0.7 of a point better than Sunisa Lee. So that was quite impressive. Rebecca Andrade from Brazil won silver, as I said before, which was a great achievement for a Brazilian athlete. And she just pipped Angelina Melnikova from ROC. Rebecca has such a nice demeanor that she actually won over quite a few fans today. I think she just seems like a happy person that's going out to achieve, and she was just so excited to take part in each event and do so well as what she did. The men's basketball finished off the round 2 matches with Slovenia smashing Japan 116-81 and Spain beating Argentina in the last game of the day. The women's started the second round of matches, only just started the second round of matches in just one of the groups, in Group A, with Canada beating Korea 74-53 and Spain beating Serbia 85-70. Spain is looking good for a medal in both the men and the women's tournaments, all depending on who they face in the quarterfinals. It is still early to tell because it's only the second round of matches, but Spain are looking really, really impressive in the women's event, and in the men's they've been pretty decent too. The women's canoe slalom finals were extremely exciting, ending in a battle between Team USA and Team GB. Jessica Fox struggled a little in the heats and did not look her best in the semi-finals, even though she qualified first. Meanwhile, Mallory Franklin from Team GB looked amazing all round. In the final, Franklin, who was the second last athlete to go through, put up an amazing time with a 2-second penalty, which probably cost her in the end. However, it looked that she might have gold, and she might have actually won gold until Fox came through and beat her time by 3.64 seconds. Even without the penalty, Franklin would not have beaten her, but what caused the penalty might have actually lost a bit of extra time. So it was a fantastic event, very exciting, and it's hard to believe, as one of the Sky journalists said, that this is the first time that they're doing this event, because they said that women weren't strong enough to take part in it. It's a crazy thought. It was absolutely fantastic, and Jessica Fox was absolutely amazing from Australia. The only final today in the fencing was the women's team foil final. This is an event that Italy normally dominates, having won 4 out of the last 5 tournaments. This time they came against France in the semis and led 20 points to 9, where France started rallying, and they had splits of 7-5, 9-5, 6-5, 6-5, 8-3 to win their semi-final. Italy only needed 5 points in the final round to win, and France needed 8, and France managed to get 8 to Italy's 3. Just shows you how impressive France were in fighting back, but Italy kind of lost it in the end, which was quite a pity. Not for France, naturally. The final was very much the same, with France starting badly against ROC and then trying to rally and fight back. But this time, the experienced ROC team were just too smart, too good for them, and won 45-34. Meanwhile, Italy completely dominated the USA for bronze, winning 45-23. I mean, a little bit of where was that performance in Italy's game against France? Where was that fight to the end? Anyway, golf started today in this event that I have mixed feelings about. A lot of the top athletes have pulled out. So we have an event which is maybe a little bit underrepresented. Today we have 8 matches in the men and women's field hockey. South Africa beat Germany for their first win of the tournament in the men's tournament, giving hope to maybe making the quarterfinals, so they can beat Canada comfortably in their last game. However, they need Germany to lose badly to the Netherlands for them to sneak into the quarterfinals. Belgium beat Canada comfortably 9-1. India beat Argentina 3-1. Netherlands and Team GB drew 1-1. Australia and Belgium are through already, but the other quarterfinal positions are up for grabs. In the women's event, Spain beat China 2-0. Argentina beat Japan 2-1. Netherlands beat GB 1-0. And Australia beat New Zealand 1-0. Australia, Germany, and Netherlands are the only unbeaten teams left. And they should go through easily, with the rest of them having to fight for the other places to see where they can finish. Australia and Germany are in their groups, so one of those 2 teams might lose. They might have a draw, but they look like they're going to comfortably go through on their side. There were loads of medals available today in the rowing. The men coxless pair event was won by Croatia, who took gold, Romania silver, and Denmark bronze. The women's coxless pair was won by New Zealand with ROC silver and Canada bronze. Lightweight men's double sculls was won for the first time ever by Ireland, with Germany silver and Italy bronze. Lightweight women's double sculls was won by Italy, France silver, and bronze went to the Netherlands. So it was quite nice to see that medals went to all different countries. There were a couple of repeat countries like Italy winning 2 medals, but generally speaking, they were nicely distributed amongst all the other teams, well, a lot of other countries. Rugby sevens went as expected. The only big game of the day was between Team GB and New Zealand, and New Zealand took it 26-21. In the last Olympics, Australia won with New Zealand second and Canada third. Team GB lost to Canada in the 3rd and 4th place playoff in the bronze medal match. Shooting today was fantastic too. Zuzana Sefechikova, I'm sorry if I pronounced her name badly, won the women's trap, with Kaylee Browning taking silver and Alessandra Pirelli bronze for San Marino. It's the first ever medal for San Marino at the Olympics, so it was quite a big step for Alessandra. Browning started badly, getting 1 out of 4 targets, but then had a great run of 20 targets to get her onto the top of the table. Then afterwards, it was a shot-for-shot competition between her and Zuzana. And Zuzana managed to keep her nerve and win in the end. Zuzana won both silver in Beijing and London, but missed Rio due to the birth of her son. So this year, it was great for her to finally come back into the tournament and take gold. The men's event was just as exciting. Orozco started off well from Mexico, hitting his first 19 targets in a row. Actually, the commentator then said, are we going for, actually after 18 targets, we're going for a record. A world record. He hit his 19th target and then missed his 20th. But eventually he lost his mojo and finally finished fourth. From then onwards, it was the David Kostelecki show, with him leading all the way until the gold and silver playoff, where pressure got to him and he started to miss, giving Liptak a chance, which it took and to even the score, and then at 43 each after the final round. And from then onwards, they went into sudden death, which Liptak took 7-6. It was absolutely amazing watching the two of them shoot, especially in the sudden death. I didn't think anybody was going to miss. Another 5 medals up for grabs in swimming. In a close 800-meter freestyle final, American Robert Finker pipped Italian Gregorio Patrinelli and Malyaka Romanchuk from Ukraine. The men's 200-meter breaststroke went to Sutley Cook from Australia, with Kaminga from Netherlands second and Matteson from Finland third. The 200-meter butterfly for women went to Zhang from China, with Smith, USA second, and Ficklinger third from the USA. It's quite amazing to see the Chinese athlete just go ahead, finish ahead of the two Americans that were chasing her, trying to chase her down. Caleb Dressel from USA took gold in the 100-meter freestyle in his attempt to get his six gold medals in this Olympics. It was his second gold. Chalmers took silver, and Kolesnikov took bronze. The final event was a women's 4x200-meter freestyle relay. That was won by China, with USA second and Australia third. This is the only second time that the USA have not won gold. Great performance by China, and USA's dominance in the relays at the Olympics is over, I'd say, with them only winning 1 out of 4 so far, with 3 to go. Now, the last event that I wanted to talk about was the 4x100 mixed medley relay, with 2 women and 2 men, and each team can decide what stroke the men and women can compete in. So you might actually have a mixture of men and women racing a certain leg and a certain stroke. So you really don't know who's going to win until the first person touches the wall. It is great to watch. It's the first time that it's at the Olympics. So today, volleyball is still on. At the moment, Team USA, who are dominating everybody, are suddenly 2 sets all against Turkey. And Turkey's putting up a massive fight here. Water polo, I didn't want to discuss water polo too much today, but one of the big results today was Italy beating United States 12-11. They were actually down after 3 chukkers, and they came back in the final 4th chukker to actually win that one. Croatia beat Montenegro 13-8. Greece just pipped Japan 10-9, and Serbia in a fantastic game beat Australia 14-8. Other games in Hungary could never be tested by South Africa, so it's they won 23-1. And that makes it 68 goals scored against South Africa so far. Spain beat Kazakhstan 16-4. So, pretty much going as the grain goes in the water polo. Besides for the United States, Italy, that could have gone either way, and Italy took that one. And Italy and Greece are actually at the top of their group. They actually played each other yesterday, Italy and Greece, and they both played to a draw. Volleyball, Italy beat Argentina 3-0 from the women's side. It was only women's volleyball today. The Korea beat Dominican Republic 3-2. Serbia beat Kenya 3-0. ROC beat China 3-2. Now, that was a fantastic game because ROC took the first set and they looked pretty comfortable. China tried, but they just couldn't get anything right. It was actually a fantastic first set. Then China suddenly came right to the second half of the second set, and they took the second set and they took the third set, and looked like this was game over for ROC. And ROC managed to fight back just to sneak the fourth set. And then at one stage, RSC had a massive lead in the fifth set. China came back a bit, but it was too late for them and they lost the fifth set. So it was a fantastic match. It was actually worthwhile watching that game. If you had to watch any game, it was actually that one. There was one worthwhile watching. And then Brazil smashed Japan 3-0. So as I said, at the moment, Turkey's playing against USA. It's 2 sets apiece. USA were 2-0 up and Turkey have fought back to take the last 2 sets. But now at the moment, USA is 6-2 up in the 5th and final set. So that's the wrap for today. If you want to follow us on Instagram, have a look at all the pictures that I've got behind me. There's a lot more with the results from the Olympics and other sayings from sports heroes. You can follow us on Intune _ I've gone blank now. Intune _ coaching. And you'll find us there, and you can follow us on there, and then you can follow us on YouTube, as you know, and then you can listen to our live webinars. If you want to ask questions, you have to register for our webinars. If you go into intune.com.co.za, you can actually register for our webinars, generic registration for webinars, and be invited to every single webinar. That's it for today, and enjoy the rest of the Olympics. Enjoy the rest of your day.